In the late 1940s, phonics was thrown out and a new method called the sight method, or whole language, was implemented. Phonics is the method where we learn the sounds of the alphabet and then we put the sounds together to make words. With whole language, students are expected to look at a flashcard that has a word on it and memorize that word as a picture, and then store it in the brain in a kind of filing cabinet, sort of like this. And as you can see here in this filing cabinet, there are many, many files. And that's what happens with the whole language or sight method. The student memorizes all these words on flashcards and files them, and all of a sudden, there are a lot of files in that brain. The premise of this method is that the child will memorize all these words, and then when he sees them in a book or on a piece of paper, he'll know what the word is. But there are a lot of problems with this method. First, when a child sees a word in a book that he's never seen before, one that he doesn't have memorized, he has no tools to sound that word out. So he has to just guess at it or look at a picture. This establishes terrible habits. Also, many, many words look a lot alike. If he doesn't have the tools to figure out which word is which, again, he just guesses at it. And again, is told, look at the picture and try to figure it out. That's not the way to learn how to read. That's teaching a child to guess. Another thing happens. The child has had so many flashcards flashed at him that he's got all these files in his brain. And as he's reading, the brain is trying to find the words that he's seeing on the paper in the book. And it takes so long for the brain to file through all those files to recall what the word is. If he ever does find that word, by that time, the child has already forgotten what he's read. There's no comprehension. And the sight method also creates really bad spellers. The sight method, by not teaching the sounds of the letters and not seeing the letters sounded out, creates another guessing game when it comes to spelling. The child has to memorize a list of words, again, with flashcards, so that he thinks he can remember, I spell hat, H-A-T, instead of thinking at, hat, or at, mat. He's trying to visualize what the word looks like. That's not spelling either. But the worst thing of all is that students, by learning the sight method, are not taught a left to right progression. Their eyes do not know which way to track. When they look at the flashcard and they see the word, they don't know if their eyes go this way to read, or if their eyes are going this way, or if their eyes are going this way, or if the letters in their eyes should go up this way. And consequently, they have created all kinds of reading disabilities. One is called dyslexia. Back in the very beginning, dyslexia was created by this sight or whole language method, and it created a problem called reading backwards. That was the true definition of dyslexia. In today's world, dyslexia is a catch-all term for all different kinds of reading disabilities. So the difference between phonics and whole language or sight is that phonics, you learn the sounds of the letters like we teach in pure phonics. We sound the words out, we put the words together by sounds, and the children learn to read from left to right. They become great spellers because they know the sounds so well and they know how to sound out and spell the words. And the whole language or sight method is a method of just memorizing what something looks like. And as I told you before, it creates all kinds of difficulties for the student.